Hello students, we already know the working principle and construction of single acting reciprocating pump and double acting reciprocating pump. So let us know the discharge Q, work done and power required to drive the pump, to drive the reciprocating pump. So let capital D is the diameter of cylinder. So A is the cross sectional area of the piston or cylinder, whatever. Cross sectional area of the piston and cylinder, that is equal to pi by 4 d square. R is radius of crank in meters. N is the speed of crank, RPM. So capital L is the length of stroke, that equal to 2R. Length of the stroke that equal to 2R. How we will see. So length of stroke means the distance, how much distance piston moves from lowest end to highest end, or top dead center to bottom dead center. This is the bottom dead center. This is the bottom dead center. This is top dead center. So the distance between top dead center and bottom dead center is gives length of stroke. So that means the piston moves from low level to high level. So the distance gives the length of the stroke. So when the crank is at point A, the piston is at top dead position. When the crank moves rotationally and at position B, the piston located at top dead center. Okay, so here length of stroke means distance between TDC minus BDC, top dead center minus bottom dead center. So this will give, that means the crank rotates from A to B at 0 degrees to 180 degrees. That means from this to the distance between AB, the distance between AB is equal to the length of the stroke. So the distance between AB means diameter of this circle. So this is the radius. So for the diameter means 2R. That equal to diameter means 2R. Here the same thing I have written. L equal to length of stroke, that equal to 2R. HS already discussed, suction head. HD delivery head. So for the total head, H equal to HS plus HD for the total head. Here we calculate the discharge of pump per second. Q equal to volume of liquid discharge Q equal to volume of liquid entered in suction stroke into revolution per second. So how to calculate the volume of liquid? You know, volume is called product of area into length, gives the volume. So area, that means cross sectional area of the cylinder into length of the stroke, gives the volume of liquid entered into the suction stroke, A into L. Revolution per second. So you know the revolutions per minute, N equal to RPM, that means revolution per minute. So by dividing N with 60, 1 minute is 60 minutes. So dividing this N value with 60 gives the revolution per second. So Q equal to AL, that means area, volume of liquid entered into the suction stroke, N by 60. N by 60 means revolution per second. Q equal to AL N by 60. So let us assume this equation 1, Q. Next, work done per second. So in the reciprocating pump, we are assuming there are no losses in the pumping water. So that's why the hydraulic energy is approximately equal to the work done per second. So you know the hydraulic energy formula WQH. So substitute this Q value in this equation, W ALN by 60 into H, where H is total head, that equal to summation of suction head plus summation of suction head and delivery rate. So power required to drive the pump. So power required or work done per second, and both are same. So P equal to WALN by 60 into 1000 HS plus HD kilowatts. HS plus HD means H, ALN by 60, W, 1000 means, if you want value in kilowatts, if you want the value in kilowatts, put the 1000 in denominator, kilowatts. So this is the entire formula for calculating the power required to drive the pump in kilowatts. For the same double acting reciprocating pump, we already know for the single stroke we are pumping the water in 2 times. So that's why we multiply the discharge with 2 ALN by 60. Discharge equal to 2 ALN by 60. You just remember this value. So you no need to the derivation of this formula. And work done per second, that equal to power required to drive the pump equal to 2 ALN by 60 into 1000 HS plus HD. 2 is the only difference. Just remember the formulas for solving the problems. Next let us know some parameters regarding the reciprocating pump. Coefficient of discharge. In reciprocating pump, the actual discharge is not always equal to the theoretical discharge. Okay. So the actual discharge is always slightly less than the theoretical discharge. So why? Because in reciprocating pump there is occur leakage through the wall of piston packaging in the cylinder and imperfect operation of valve. That means in the reciprocating pump we are using suction valve and deliver valve. So for the continuous process, these valves are opening and closing again and again. Okay. So for the repetition of this valve opening and closing, there is an imperfection. Imperfection is possible. Next thing is partial filling of cylinder by the liquid. That means in theoretical way, the total water is sucked in the cylinder and fill the cylinder entirely. But in actual practice, the water is not filled cylinder entire space. So that is the partial filling of cylinder by the liquid. So coefficient of discharge, it's the ratio of actual discharge by theoretical discharge, that equal Q actual by Q theoretical. This value is always less than 1. Why? Because Q actual is more. Q actual is less than the Q theoretical. That's why this value is always less than 1. So if this value, CD value, is expressed in percentage, it is called volumetric efficiency. Next parameter, pump efficiency. It is the ratio of theoretical power to actual power, PTH by P actual. Due to this frictional losses in the reciprocating pump, the power required to drive the reciprocating pump, the actual power required to drive the pump, is always more than the theoretical power. So that's why the ratio of this one also less than 1. Next parameter, slip. The difference between theoretical discharge and actual discharge is called slip of the pump. But there is slip equal to QTH minus Q actual. So if you want to, so this slip value this slip is always represented in percentage. Okay, so percentage of slip equal to QTH minus Q actual by QTH into 100. One minus Q actual by Q theoretical into 100. So you know the already ratio of Q actual by Q theoretical is the gives coefficient of discharge. So that's why 1 minus CD into 1000 is I am writing. So percentage of slip. To calculate the percentage of slip, you need to calculate the coefficient of discharge and substitute this formula. So for maintaining good condition of pump, we maintain this percentage of slip is 2% or less. You know already Q actually always less than the Q theoretical. Okay, Q actual less than Q theoretical. This gives when the actual discharge is less than the theoretical discharge, the coefficient of discharge CD equal to Q actual by Q theoretical gives value less than 1, that is less than 1. Okay, ఎప్పుడైతే actual discharge is less than the Q theoretical discharge అయినప్పుడు coefficient of discharge అనే వాల్యూ less than 1 అవుతుంది. Okay, so CD value, when the CD value is less than 1, the slip of the pump is positive. Why? Because slip formula for slip is QTH minus Q actual. So this Q actual value is less. తక్కువ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆబ్వియస్లీ QTH ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో దీంట్లో నుంచి ఇది తీసేస్తే మనకు వచ్చే వాల్యూ పాజిటివ్ ఉంటుంది. సో దట్స్ వై when the coefficient of discharge CD is less than 1, slip of pump is positive. But in some cases Q actual is greater than Q theoretical. So this gives Q actual by Q theoretical. Q actual value is greater than Q theoretical. Sometimes Q actual is greater than Q theoretical. So that's why this value is greater than 1 value. TH కన్నా Q actual ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది. Q theoretical వాల్యూ కన్నా Q actual వాల్యూ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే CD వాల్యూ అనేది greater than 1 అవుతుంది. సో CD is greater than 1. The slip of the pump is negative. That means ఈ వాల్యూ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, ఈ వాల్యూ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. తక్కువ వాల్యూ మైనస్ ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఏమొస్తుంది? నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. తక్కువ ఉన్న వాల్యూ నుంచి ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ తీసేస్తే నెగిటివ్ వస్తుంది. దట్స్ వై స్లిప్ ఆఫ్ ద పంప్ ఈస్ నెగిటివ్. ఓకే, వెన్ దిస్ కేస్ ఈజ్ అకర్డ్, దట్ మీన్స్ వెన్ ద నెగిటివ్ స్లిప్ ఈజ్ అకర్డ్ ఇన్ ద reciprocating pump means, so when this negative slip case is occurred means when you are using the long section pipe and short delivery pipe used for high heads, we are seeing this negative slip case. We see this negative slip case. So this negative slip case is very rare area. So in practical case, in most of the cases we observe the only positive slip of the pump.